Hello and welcome to today's video, and in today's video I'm going to show this 6 foot 70 watt T8 fluorescent light fitting. This is a switched start fitting, also known around the world as preheat. It is not a rapid start and it is not electronic, and this is as big in the UK as T8 fluorescent tubes got, 6 feet. Now this one has been rescued. I've had to do some repairs inside, which I'll show later in the video, but now what I'm going to do is turn it on, because this light is anything but rapid. So we'll do on 3, 1, 2, 3. Starter is trying. 1 flash so far. 15 seconds. There we go, 25 seconds. So it's working now very well. It's got a bit of a flicker, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to turn some more lights on so we don't get so much flicker, and then I'll show you the tube, which is one of mine because this light didn't come with a tube, the starter, the wiring inside, and then we'll finish the video with us starting it up again. So I'll be back in a moment after I've turned some more lights on. Okay then, so the tube that's in this light is, I said, one of mine, and it's got Edison lamps, 70 watt, 35/535. It's got a reference number of EDF70/35 with their email, which is w.edisonlamps.com. It's got some more dots underneath, and this one was made in West Germany. Now, this is one of my spare lights. In previous videos you may have seen that I have a couple of 6 foot electronically ballasted twins, and this is basically a spare tube for them, because if one of the tubes fails in the twins, neither of the tubes will strike. So what I think we'll do is we'll turn this light off. I'll show you the starter that came with this light, and then we'll go inside. Right, this is the starter that came with this light. Not too sure of the make. ARLEN. It's a EFA FS125, 230 to 250 volts, and this starter is designed to light 70 watt, 75, 85 watt, 100, and the big 8 footers 125 watts. It's got a little heart symbol and some more random information, the CE logo, and nothing on the other side. So that is it. I believe this starter has been subjected to a light that was probably end of life, and I believe that's when this light fitting went wrong and was thrown away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and go inside. Okay, I've now isolated the light. This one's just wired on a UK 3-pin plug, so we can now go inside. Now I'm going to show you the 2 labels that are in it first. This is the first one, and this one says country of origin UK, DLSTM ADP 170, 1800 millimeter 1 times 70 watt switch start. Warning, isolate mains before servicing. Luminaire must be earthed with a 287913 in the bottom corner. And then the other sticker, we have a little F, and then the other sticker just says underscore ALF2 S1 underscore. Tested date 5th of October 2001. So this light was new back then. The ballast in it is this one, L75.277, 240 50 Hertz. How to wire a light, also made in Germany, like the tube, which is not from this light, and some other information as well. Right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to where this all went wrong for this light, and it all went wrong here. Now if I go to the ballast, you'll see that the wires are clipped in by a push fit mechanism on the top just here. So the wire just comes across and is basically crimped into both of these. And then the wires come from here. Well, the top wire obviously goes to the fluorescent light, but the live wire makes its way across, and it used to go in this top thing here. Now these are all okay, however the one to the other side, which is, trying to avoid making too much noise, where the capacitor is, and here's the capacitor, same make as the ballast, MKP 6 farad minus 10%. I don't know much about capacitors. 250 watts or volts, 50 or 60 hertz, and a little bit more information. This is heavily burnt, this connection, and no longer works. It basically burnt out, and I don't know if it burnt out when the light was end of life, but this is black, and the wire was broken off here. So what I've actually done is, because you can actually rewire these a different way, they have the push-in connections at the bottom. So basically I have rewired the connector block and this, and with the wire, the new wire and the old wires in. So the original wires would have gone across this thing just here and across this, and that's where they finished, and then the power leads go in here. And this is also the push fit version. So I've got these little things on, and you just press the things underneath in, and you can remove these wires. No screws are required to fit this lamp. So after rewiring it, I tested it to make sure there was no shorts, and it just works, but very slowly. Wiring inside is exactly the same as a standard switch start fitting. Live goes to ballast. Ballast goes to one end of the fluorescent light. The power then runs through the fluorescent light to the other end of the fluorescent light, and then returns back to neutral. The light is earthed correctly. Originally it had this extra bolt that somebody fitted here with a thicker earth wire, but I have tested the earth on this connector block, and it is connected to the light fitting, and it is grounded. So So what I think I'll do is I'll put this light back together and we'll switch it on and off a couple of times. Right, before I do that though, I'm going to measure this light fitting with my, sorry about that, the ruler, or tape measure, and we'll see the exact dimensions of this light. So I'm just going to move it, the camera to one end of the light. Right, so the light fitting itself is about 70.5 inches long, or 1,790 millimeters. Let's turn that the correct way around. There we go, just about there, and the tube of course is about 10 millimeters, quarter of inch smaller. I have the power meter also connected, so we can put this light back together, switch it on, and we'll see what it's pulling. Okay, so welcome back, and what we'll do another start up of this light, and then we'll show you the power meter. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. The light is pulling about 2 volts at the moment as the starter is trying to kick in. There we go, a bit quicker this time. And now we'll go to the power meter. Okay, so the power meter is currently pulling at 73.6, and I have noticed that the light does slowly increase once it's been on for a short time to around 77 watts. The volts today is 240.7 at 50 Hertz. The amps this light is currently pulling is 0.333 with a power ratio of around between 0.89 and 0.92. As I said, as this light warms up, this does slowly change. The watts are still slowly increasing as I speak. That's it. So I'd like to say thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you again soon. Goodbye.